crafting, you guys, and we're going to be doing some bunnies. It's not going to look like this when we're done, but I kind of got an idea by looking at this, and I've kind of done something like this in the past. I know you've probably seen a few other crafters that have done it, I'm sure. Just kind of keep your eye out. I mean, see if there's something new that maybe I'm throwing out there that you didn't know about. Let me see if I can pull myself up here real quick. Sorry, real quick. All right. I just got to get me in there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure so I can see comments. I hate not being able to see comments. All right. Just go ahead and say hi when you get in here. If you're going watching the replay, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and type in the comments. If you're watching the replay, just go ahead and type in, we'll just say egg bunny. Type in egg bunny in the comments just so I know you're watching. It helps me out for all the comments and all the thumbs up and all the things. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Okay, you guys. So we are going to be making egg bunnies. For the most part, we're going to be taking egg bunnies. And you can get all different kinds of eggs. I'm going to show you a little bit of a variety. I have just in my stash in general, I've got wood eggs. So these are the larger of the wood eggs, is about 2.5 inches tall. So this is a larger wood egg. I like these because they have a flat bottom, so they stand really well. I like these. These are kind of my go-to. The next size down I have is, this is about a 2-inch. So this is a 2-inch. This is a 2.5. And then sure enough, I've got me, this is a 1.5 inch. Oh, cute, right? And they have smaller as well. These are just the 3 sizes that I have in wood. Now, in the larger eggs, like these are jumbo eggs. I got these at Walmart in this jumbo bag. I got these last year. This big jumbo bag with these jumbo eggs. I love these. And they were cheap too. If I remember right, they were only like, yeah, they were 98 cents. Yeah, 98 cents at Walmart. And that was last year. That was 2025. So that's pretty cool. But these are awesome. These are a good 3 inches. These are a good 3 inches tall. And, but they, unfortunately, oh, they do kind of stand a little bit. They're little wobbles. And then you have the common size egg. They're the common ones. These are 2-inch common eggs. And then I've got these. I got these from Dollar Tree. I don't remember what year I got these, but these were from Dollar Tree. They already have ears on them. And the cool thing about these is that the ears are only on the face side, but the way they open is sideways versus the pop tops kind of thing. So just opens a little bit different, just something to think about. So we got those. I also have, these are very realistic looking eggs. I got these at Walmart. And these are the most like your regular egg. These look like, you know, like the eggs you can get at the store, the grocery store, and they've got that smooth finish. I don't even know, it's like a plastic, but it's just a different quality versus these guys, and they don't open. They do not open. So those are all my egg options. Other than, I also have the little sparkly eggs. These are even smaller. And then we have even smaller little baby eggs. So I may do something with those just because I like doing small things. But that's just me. Okay, so those are my egg options. We have different feet options as well. But let's start with the bodies. Let's start with the bodies. I'm going to go with something simple. We're going to do, let's do the medium. I'm going to do the medium-sized egg. And I pulled out, like, you can make whatever color you want. I just pulled out white and brown as the only thing I pulled out as far as in my stash for things that I can cover this with, because we're not going to paint them, but you can paint them if you want. We're going to wrap them. So I've got a bunch of different, I am always looking in the yarn section for different things, right? I found this was in the yarn section. Absolutely love this. This works good for Santa hats too, the brim of Santa hats and things. How cute is that? It's like faux fur in a I don't even know what is this even called. Oh, it is called Fox Fur. And I believe I got this, I think at Walmart, I think. But always keep your eye out because things like that disappear pretty quickly. But I think this might be a little too fuzzy to cover our egg because this is a smaller, we're going with a smaller egg first. But that's really cute. If this was in yellow, that would be a really cute little chick. Seriously. I think I'm going to use this on a bigger one at some point. I will cover a bigger one. But I've got all different kinds. I've got, like I said, I am always looking in the yarn section, but I don't knit or anything like that. I always do other things, other projects. Check out that. That's pretty cute, right? This was from Hobby Lobby. I found that the Yarn Bee actually is a very good brand and they have a lot of variety. I kind of like this because it's not your typical yarn. So this would be really good little fluffy. We would make him extra fluffy. I don't know how fluffy I want to make him, so we'll think about that one. I think this is the one I want to do. Emma, hello, welcome in. Dance? You want me to dance? I don't dance. I'm sitting down. How am I going to dance? That's funny. Right? The squiggly one would work really well. But I found this one. I wanted to do this one. Because I don't know why. I just really did. But this one is going to make it look more hairy. You know, like you've seen those long-haired bunnies that are really hairy. Doesn't that look cute? I think I wanted to use that. But I mean, I have regular yarn too. So I've got just the regular yarn in different thicknesses. But I have, like I said, I have brown too. Let's go with the hair. Let's go with the hairy one. Okay. You're okay with me not dancing? Well, thanks. Funny. So we're just gonna start at the bottom and we're gonna wrap it around. So I got my hot glue. I should probably get my hot glue fingers for this, but probably a good idea. I recommend if you're using hot glue, definitely use the fingers. Fingers are always good. It does look really fluffy, right? It reminds me of like those long-haired bunnies. I don't know if you're in your area or if you've ever been. There is in our area. There's we have a fair. We have lots of fairs and things, and typically they'll have like the 4-H people will be there to kind of show off their animals, or they'll have like animal judging and things, and they'll have like rabbit section. And it's really cute. They'll they have I like to look at all the different varieties of animals, and the long-haired bunnies are adorable. They're so cool looking. So basically that's all I'm doing is just going to wrap him. So it's just going to be extra hairy. Hello everybody, welcome in, you guys. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and follow along. I am here every Tuesday and Thursday night, you guys. Tuesday and Thursday nights. This time, well, I'm West Coast because I'm in Washington State. So I'm here 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Tuesdays and Thursdays, you guys. If you're interested, during the week, I will post videos during the week as well. So if you're interested, subscribe, follow along. Keep coming back. I am also on Facebook as well if you guys are interested. I know it doesn't always cross over. It's fine. I get it. I'm trying not to have to glue like so much, but the only bad thing about hot glue is that it doesn't. I prefer to use my tacky glue on this, but in order for me to do that, we need some dry time. And we're not going to get dry time on a live. How long have I been doing this? Crafting or on YouTube? I mean, as far as crafting, I have always been a crafter. Always. As far back as I can remember, I was always crafty. As far as YouTube, honestly, I started probably about 2 years ago. Unfortunately, about a year and a half ago, I started having family trauma. I've lost. I'm from a family of four. There's me, my brother, my mom, and my dad. And I've lost all of them in a year and a half. They've all passed away. So I've had a very trying year and a half, and I wasn't able to really stay with the YouTube as much as I wanted to. So thank you. I hate that. I don't want sympathy, you guys. I'm not looking for the sympathy. I'm just trying to get my life back together. It's been a long road. And it's been hard. There's a lot going on still, because my husband's having issues as well. So just trying to make it through. Just trying to make a new normal for myself. Thank you for all the hearts and everything. Thank you, guys. But as far as crafting goes, yeah, I have been a crafter forever. I've always been a creative person, and I like to share my ideas and things with everybody. I love doing craft shows. Oh my gosh, if you're in Washington State, I will be doing craft shows. I typically do Christmas craft shows. I'm working on trying to get year-round craft shows as well. That's never quite worked into my plans, but eventually it will. I will start doing more year-round craft shows for sure. I love being able to show off my work and stuff, but at least being able to be on here, I can do it virtually, which is awesome as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, fuzzy. You look so fuzzy. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So now this, I'm pretty sure I might have got this at Michael's. It's called a Delightful Soft Yarn is what this is. But I've had it in my stash for a while. You know, they cycle through. That's what I hate about yarn, getting yarn at, Michael's, and even when it was the Joann's and all the things, they cycle through the yarn a lot. So they're always changing it. And so if you find something you like, chances are after you've used it all, there's a good possibility you might not be able to get any more. It sucks, unfortunately. But it's the thing. Okay, so what we're going to do now, let's get some ears for our bunny, right? Let's make some ears. Now we've got a bunch of different options for our ears. So for ears, got all sorts of fun things. We can do, sorry, I ran out of room. Pipe cleaners. Pipe cleaners make great ears. Now you can do pipe cleaners a couple different ways. You can just bend it in half and leave that open, or you can actually get another, I didn't grab any pink. You could get a pink pipe cleaner and stick it in between. You could also, it's sitting right in my lap. Hold on. You could put soft felt behind it and glue that in, and that could also be your center as well. So that's one option. You could also just do the felt in general. I've got soft felt and I've got the stiffer felt. Now either one would probably work just as well. I think that we have a fuzzy bunny. I think I'm gonna go excuse me. I got that tickle in my throat. Oh my goodness. Sorry, forgive me. I get this tickle in my throat. Thank you. So, I think we're going to go with the pipe cleaners because I like the way that the fuzzy pipe cleaners is probably going to add to my fuzzy egg. So I think we're going to do that. The thing is, though, I've got different size pipe cleaners. If you've ever know or what are they, Chelan stems or whatever you want to call them. They come in different sizes. This was from Michael's, and this is like the largest I've come across. I absolutely love this. I think that might be too big to do the ears. But I also found this at Michael's. Michael's keeps changing out their things too, so they may or may not have this anymore. I did get this a couple years back, but it's so that's not that. But this, guys, I love this because it's thicker. This is all one big strand, which is kind of nice, but it's thicker than your typical pipe cleaner here. So there's your average pipe cleaner, and then there's this guy. So it's a little, so it's thicker, which I like. Or if you want to get fancy, these are really fuzzy, but these are kind of fun. These are the decorative pipe cleaners. So if you can see the spiral, it's got a spiral on it. These make really good handles for little baskets. Really, really cute idea. Do little baskets with these. I think we're gonna go with this one though. But I have this guy. Ooh. Or do I want this one? I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think we're gonna do this. And I eyeball everything. I really don't measure a whole heck of a lot, honestly. I will be totally honest with you. I eyeball a lot. It's just more fun that way. It's more fun. And I think, I don't think I'm going to do pink though. I don't think we're going to do pink in between. I think we're just going to kind of put them close together and we'll just kind of leave them like that. Now I have seen on, what was it, Temu, or even, they even might have them on Amazon, but where you can actually buy bunny ears. I think they were done in felt. But you can actually just buy pre-done little mini bunny ears if you don't want to make your own. I forget what it might have been on. I think it might have been on Temu, but you can probably look on Amazon as well. I just think look up like felt bunny ears or something like that. I'm sure you can find them. So there's one. There's one. I think this might not be. It's not quite long enough. Not quite. The trick is trying to get them to match. After you do one, doing another one is just very challenging sometimes. I'm trying to put the glue in between and on the bottom because we want them to stay together and attached to the head part here. That's where the glue fingers come in handy here. Super cute. I love that. Love how that looks. That is adorable. Dry. Not drying fast enough. Now you can also, we could save, I have these little extra pieces and we could do little arms. If we wanted to do little arms, I think that would be really stinking cute too if you wanted little arms. That's adorable. We'll hold off on the arms because I do think I want to give him feet. But I've ordered these a while back and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with them. How cute are these? Little glasses. I don't know why. I just kind of wanted to see what that would look like on here. I love that. That is so stinking cute. Sorry, I get this tickle in my throat and it doesn't go away. I do apologize. I'm sorry about that. All right, let's leave that on. That is adorable. All right. Excuse me. Okay, so Um, moving along, moving along. Let's give him. All right, let's give him a tail. Let's give him a tail. I've got all different size pom-poms come in amazing different sizes. That might be too big for his butt. But I've got more. I've got more sizes. I've got lots of sizes. That's about right. This is a 1/2 inch. Oop. And it's flying. 1/2 inch. So we're just going to give him a tail. What bunny is not complete without a little pom-pom butt? So cute. Now, I think to go along with his face, I've got these extra small ones. These are, I think they're 2.8 inch. And I believe I got them at Hobby Lobby. But they have a little pink one in here. And I was totally thinking, I'm going to give him a little nose. Give him a little bitty nose. Because he's got to hold up his glasses, right? He's got to hold up his glasses. And then I guess he needs cheeks, right? He needs cheeks. So I can use the same size as I did for his tail. Let's see what those look like. Those are too big. Those are too big. But I've got the same size as used for his nose as well. Those would probably work. They're a little bigger. Are these the same? The same size. Hold on. I don't know if I have a little bit bigger. I think those are the same size. I thought I had one. Oh, there we go. I found him. I found him. Sorry, I'm digging. Okay, you guys don't see this, but this is my pom-pom collection, and it was full. Now the half that's not in here is now on my floor. It's now on the floor. Because I just dug them all out. Totally okay. I will clean up later. Everything cleans up. I'm always a tornado when I'm crafting, and then I have to go back and clean up before I start tornadoing again. Here we go. How cute. Super cute. Okay, so now he needs feet. And I was actually thinking, I've got all these little guys here. I was thinking about putting him on a wood piece. I have all these wood pieces. These I get all my wood slices. I cut myself. But a few of these are leftovers from a big branch that actually fell behind by my parents' house, and in a big windstorm. We get a lot of windstorms around here, and so that one came down. Luckily, it didn't hit anything, but we decided to reuse all the branches. So I don't any of the wood I use, I don't cut trees down. I just recycle fallen trees. There you go. You've got a little stand to sit on. So thank you. What am I making? So I'm taking a little wood egg, or making a little bunny. I'm actually thinking, I like miniature things, you guys. If you watch me, I love miniature things, and I really want to do a little miniature scene with this wood round. After we finish this, I'm going to do it. We're going to take this size egg. I want to make a little mini bunny, and we'll do that in just a second. But let's finish this guy off. So he's pretty much done. I want to give him little feet. Now, I've got a couple different options for little feet. I got these, I think they were at Michael's, in a little pack of different sizes, but they're just wood ovals. Those are going to be too big. So when you don't have it, what do? You make it, right? My biggest obsession lately, I've been obsessed with air dry clay, air dry foam clay. If you guys have ever done air dry foam clay, I've decided I'm obsessed with it. And so I kind of, if I don't have it, I'm going to make it. That's kind of how I see things. If I don't have it and I don't think I can find it at the store, I'm going to just make it. I'll make my own. And I've got all different colors. And let's just... Now you could also, we could take the same yarn that I wrapped him in, and you can do like a little, you can almost do like a little round or a little something, and glue it together and make feet that way. We're gonna do air dry foam clay feet, because why not? Why not? I love different textures and different things. I don't always like to just craft with one thing. Like we're using yarn, we're using, you know, pipe cleaners, we're using wood, we're using, he's got metal glasses. Like, I like to mix it up. We got pom-poms, we got wood on the underside of him and all the things. So now we're just going to make him some little feet. And like I said, then we're going to make a little miniature. I want to make a little miniature scene. That's what my goal here is. And I'm just going to make a little oval. Make his feet. Just a little oval for him. Now, air dry foam clay, if you've never used it before, it does shrink. Just a heads up. It does shrink. That's the only thing that I don't like about it, because if I make something, I want it to stay that size. I don't want it to shrink on me, but it does, unfortunately. That's the only fault I find in it, honestly, but it's okay. I'm getting over it. I am. So hard to get things identical. Trying to get his matching feet. I'm just rolling out little circles and then flatten them out to be his little feet. There we go. He's got itty bitty feet. All right, I can glue those on. I just have some tacky glue. We're just going to glue those on with tacky glue, not hot glue. Penny, knock it off. Okay, so there we go. That little guy is finished. Look, pom-pom butt and all. So stinking cute. So we went from this to this. Like I said, there's all different kinds of options and all different ways to be able to do these things. I'm just kind of throwing them out there for you. Ideally, what I really want to do is a little miniature scene. So I want to take my wood round. Now, again, I cut these myself, so you're probably not going to find one this size. You may be able to find what it's roughly about a 3-inch round. So you may be able to find like a 3-inch round. I don't know that you'll find them as thick as this one. Like I said, I cut them myself, so that's just me. But we're gonna take this little guy, and this guy is about a little over 1 inch, just a smidge over 1 inch. I got him at the Dollar Tree, and we are going to be making a little mini bunny. And then I've got these. I don't know how long you guys have, if you see Dollar Tree, I don't know if they have them this year. They had them a couple years back. They had the bottle brush trees in the different colors for spring. And I grabbed the little green and blue ones. I love these. I've just haven't used them all, so I still have a bunch of them. But I figured these would look really cute with my little miniature bunny, right? So that's a start of our little project here. I think what we're going to do, I don't think we're going to wrap it. I think we're going to paint him. I think let's paint him. Yeah, I think I want to paint him. So this color is just my light buttermilk. It's just an off-white color. Just an off-white. Let me grab a paintbrush here. Now I could totally leave him green. I don't really want to. I don't want to leave him green and sparkly. If you ever watch me, I'm not a huge fan of sparkly. Every once in a while, you'll see me do sparkles, or glitter, I guess. That's just not my style. I'm more of a kind of a rustic kind of girl, so I like it rustic. And I love painting the glitter stuff because it gives it a texture, which is kind of cool. So everything's not smooth and shiny. I like a little texture on things. It's kind of fun. So I don't know if you can tell, you're probably not going to tell in the video, but it is. It's a little bit of a texture going on to it, which is fine. I like that. But you could also do this in clay too. I didn't even think about that. Totally do this in clay if you didn't want, if you didn't have these or you didn't want to do the glitter either. Totally do these in clay. Make little clay like bunnies. That would be fun. Do little clay bunnies. Let's try and attempt to dry this without melting. We'll see. Hold on. Hold on. But I can dry a little bit without melting it. It is foam, and heat and foam don't get along. Just saying. But you know what? Now that I think about it, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a foam bunny. We're gonna do a clay bunny. Heck with this. Just kidding. I'm not gonna use that. Hold on. Let me get this off my fingers here. That's another thing with crafting. You can always change your mind, right? Change your mind. All right, let's do this. So I want white, and I don't have any more, so we have to use my bag. So this is bows, and I got this, I believe it was on Amazon. I got it on Amazon. Just look up air dry foam clay. A lot of there's a lot of people that do the foam clay on Etsy. Etsy, you will find a lot of people that do the foam clay on Etsy as well. I just wanted it a little quicker when I actually ordered this, and so that's why I just ordered from Amazon, because I got it like the next day. So there's that. People, when you order things on Etsy, you know, it can take up to like a week, maybe longer, depending on the seller, which is cool. I get it. It's your own individual business to do what you do. Amazon, you get things faster. Most of the time. All right, so I'm just kneading this out, just getting rid of the air bubbles and stuff. All right, so let's start with a body. So we need a body. I like that size. So we're going to try and make it roughly about a little less than an inch or so. And I don't have to make it egg shaped. We can make a little ball, kind of a little oval shape here. And then we'll do a ball head. Again, this will shrink. So just FYI, heads up on that. This will shrink. And it should stick to itself. It should. It will. It will stick to itself. Now it looks like a little snowman. We can make little snowmans too. Super cute. Now let's make a little ears. Oh, good. Yes. Let me know how it turns out. Let me know. How cute. My own little personal bunny. All right, let's give him a little tail on the back end. So now he's got his own little personal butt. I don't know why. I feel the need. I feel the need. Let's give him little arms. Let's give him little arms. Oh, wood chips. Are they like this? I have a bunch of these too. Wood chips are fun. I love using wood as basis for things. Absolutely. It's my favorite thing to do. I like doing things with wood. How cute. I love how cute he looks. Okay, so I think we're done with the white. Let's try and attempt to give him maybe I might want to keep the white for his cheeks. Hold on. Let's try attempt to give him little eyeballs. Let's see what I can do. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. I think this is drying out. Ooh. This is no bueno. Yeah. Well, that's done. That's toast. That's the only other thing about air dry clay is it doesn't last forever. It doesn't last forever. I think somebody at one time told me, I think it has like a 6-month lifespan, I believe is what I heard. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've heard different. But I think I've heard air dry foam clay has about a 6-month lifespan when you need to use it. I'm not quite sure if that's right or not, but I think that's what I heard. The trick is trying to match the eyeballs the same size. I'm terrible at that. Terrible. They always kind of look like they're going, eh. Like that. He's so cute. He's so cute. All right, let's give him a little nose. I think I can do a little pink nose. I think I have some pink. I do. How bright a pink do we want? Let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Give him a little bitty nose, and then we're going to give him little cheeks. Little cheeks underneath his nose. Oh, that nose is way too big. Oh, sorry, bunny. Getting you way too big of a nose here. Here we go. Got a little bitty nose. And let's get him some little cheeks. I always feel like I try and do little cheeks for bunnies and not cats, because otherwise my bunnies kind of look like cats, right? Do any of you feel that way too? Are any of you that way as well? I just feel like that kind of distinguishes cats and bunnies a little bit. Otherwise, if he didn't have tall ears, he could easily be a cat. Here we go. He's so cute. Let's put a little pink in his ears, right? That's what he needs. Let's give him a little pink in his ears. Why not? Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. Yes, definitely. Better late than never. But you know, there's always replays too, so you can always come back and watch a replay if you miss anything. But I appreciate you being here while I'm live. How cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Love him. All right, let's give him a home. Let's give him a home. I want to give him some trees. Let's give him a little, actually, we're going to have to make him a, I didn't grab the orange, of course. Well, that's kind of an orangey color, huh? He needs a little carrot. He needs a little carrot to hold. So I've got, this is kind of a softer orange color. I have another orange somewhere. Just not with me, apparently. We're making little bunnies, making a little bunny. Now, I've already did Mama Bee. What you missed was this guy. So he was an egg. He was a wood egg. And now he's a bunny. Now he's a bunny. Although I'm doing this, but I don't have my green either. Okay, maybe we won't do a little carrot. Just kidding. I don't have my green either. So, okay. Scratch that. Just kidding. Let's put this away. Now, air dry clay, like I said, it is air dry, and if you leave it out, it will dry out. So make sure if you're not using it, put it away. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's put that away. Okay. So now we've got our little bunny friend, and he needs a tree. He needs some trees by him. So I've got, like I said, these are the bottle brush trees. You know, if you've never played with bottle brush trees, even if you get like the Christmas ones, because they always have the Christmas ones, right? You never fail to get the Christmas ones. Get the white ones. When the Christmas ones come out, get the white ones. You can paint them. You can totally paint them whatever color you want. I absolutely love painting bottle brush trees. They look really cool when you paint them. They do, I mean, as long as you paint them right, they can still look like bottle brush trees. If you put too much paint on them, they can look a little wonky. but they're really easy to paint, and they take paint really well. And painting them is really fun to do. So just a heads up on that. If you ever see them, I grab them. Anytime I see the bottle brush trees, I like to grab them. But I mean, again, that's just me. But definitely do it. It's lots of fun. We're just gonna put our trees down like so. And I've got a mess to clean up. That's what I have. I've got this. And this I got a couple years back. I'm not sure if they have any, if they keep coming out with it or not. It's called a blanket. They call it a blanket. I got it at Hobby Lobby. And it's basically like a blanket that's supposed to look like grass, right? So it's kind of like a, I don't know, like a fabricy, but it's like a cotton at the same time. I don't know. I think it's fun to use. We're just going to cut out some of this, and we're going to pretend it's grass for our little bunny friend. We're just going to stick some down here around my trees. I'm going to glue it down, and then we'll trim it, because otherwise it's going to be too hard. For the bottle brush trees, I use brush, actually, just a big paint. Actually, if you use the messy brushes, they work better, because then they get like inside, because you want to kind of get in there. Oh, that one just fell apart on me. But I recommend a messy brush. Messy brushes work the best. I've never tried spray paint. I don't like the fumes of spray paint, so I really don't typically do spray paint for the most part. Yeah, personal preference. But this is going to look like poofy grass. Now I'm going to trim it right where the bark is on my wood round, so you can still see all the bark. And you can fluff it too, because it's almost like a, I want to say like a cotton ball kind of. That's what you might be able to do if you want to do like this with cotton balls. You could probably paint some cotton balls. That would be kind of fun. It's just kind of fluffy grass. So I went all the way so you can still see the bark. And then I glued my trees down too soon, but we can glue some around the back. It will be fine. Yeah, it will still work. We'll just work around it. Actually, it might work better to hide the tree stuff anyways. This might actually work better to do this. Anyway. Like I said, I love miniature things, you guys. So when I do like little, I've been really into like doing little scenes. It's kind of my thing. Like for Christmas, I got a whole bunch of their little what do they call, like, they look like little ice cubes. They're acrylic, but they're made for like floral arrangements, but they're little ice cubes. And I made a bunch of little penguins, and I stacked up all the little ice cubes, and I put little penguins on them for like on a wood disc like this. So cute. It's adorable. It worked out great. And then I made them look like a little igloo. It was really fun. Lots of fun. So I don't think I can get away with hot glue in this. We're probably just going to use our tacky glue. Stick our little bunny in there. That looks so cute. So cute. Now I also have got these little flowers that I got from Temu. These are fun. Let's just stick a bunch in here and see what it looks like. I just want to stick a little bunch of flowers in here just because. Oh, did you see? Did she walk behind me again? She likes to do that. Penny, were you walking behind me? So funny. Like I said, these were just little flowers that I got them from Temu. So they're little purple. I actually ordered a bunch more little mini flowers. They're really come in handy, especially around spring now. Now time to use all the little mini things, little flowers. Now I also have see, these carrots are way too big for our bunny. Way too big. I have these little carrots. They're actually erasers. How cute are these? But these are still, I mean, he could just have a really big carrot. I don't think we want to use that though. I think I'm just gonna make a carrot when I can get to my stuff. I'll just make him a small carrot. They also had at one point, they had the bottle brush trees that were carrots too. Like, this is fun. He could totally have his little carrot come out behind him. That would be fun. There we go. Let's throw some eggs. So the smallest eggs I have are these guys here, and these are still kind of big. So let's go ahead while I still have. I'm gonna make some little foam purple eggs. We're gonna make our own little mini eggs. You know, actually do have a couple bigger versions of this, actually. I have bigger ones. This is, again, just the air dry foam clay. Like I said, if you don't have it, you make it, right? If we don't have it, we make it. So I'm just rolling in a little ball, and then I'll just kind of squish it a little. So we kind of get like a little oval. Instant little mini egg. We'll just plop them down in there. Let me do some other colors. Let's get some other colors going on. That's purple. What other colors do I have? How about some yellow? We'll do some little yellow eggs. That's be kind of fun. Do a little yellow. Even I saw that one. Stop. Are you helping? Are you helping? Let me get this open. Yeah? Are you helping? Get down. There you go. Just put a few in there. Just a few little eggs in there with them. How cute is I love how cute that is. That's adorable. Super adorable. One last thing. I don't know if these are gonna be small enough. I wonder if these are gonna be small. So I got these from Paper Mate. There's the little bitty flowers, the little paper flowers. I don't know why, but I really, really, really want to put one on this head. Really, really do. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, I'm doing it. Lost my glue. Oh, it's right in front of me. Got it. Got it. Trying to do just a little dot. I don't need a lot, just a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys. How cute is that? That's so cute. All right, we're done. We're done. Stick a fork in it. We're done. If I keep going, it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy. We don't want it to go too crazy. All right, but you can always continually add and do things. I love miniature, you guys. Absolutely love miniatures. Now, granted, this was not the original plan, right? Okay, the original plan, if you guys were paying attention or if you watched from the beginning, the original plan was the egg, right? We were gonna do a miniature egg, and we were gonna do it similar to this and make it like that. It turned into the foam. Okay, it turned into the foam, which is fine, totally fine. Like I said, crafting is all about changing and doing new things and all the. You want to come say? Okay, hi. We're gonna say goodbye. But that's it for tonight. That is all I've got. I'm worn out, but definitely make some of these. Make some of these, you guys. Let me know how it turns out. Like I said, if you find these guys, I mean, they're already kind of a head start for you. The only thing I would recommend if you guys do these with the yarn, I recommend a really skinny yarn or even something as small as like the floss, because it's going to be thinner because you want to still get in between his little gap with his ears. So I would highly recommend using floss or really, really skinny, the skinniest yarn you can find. Or the second option on that is leave the ears unwrapped, wrap the body or the head part with your yarn, put felt, glue some felt onto the ears and make them a little taller, and you can just use these as to kind of hold your ears. There's an idea for that as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, yeah, in your entry. Let me know, you guys. Let me know what you guys do. I mean, these would be super cute to hand out as little gifts to people as well. Easter is right around the corner, you guys. Super cute to hand out for the kids. Make a whole bunch of little bunnies. That would be adorable, right? Super adorable. So you guys have a great night. Remember, I will be back every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And that's 10 p.m. Eastern, if you guys are on the Eastern. If you guys are out of country, I'm sorry. I don't know your times. But that is it for me tonight. Don't forget to keep checking back. I do videos as well. If you hit that subscribe button, it helps me out. And you will definitely get notifications on when I go live or post videos. All right, you guys, have a great night.